Hey, welcome back to a part 2 video series of a chicken waterer that you can build at home, do-it-yourself style, your homestead for the chickens this winter. And basically go check out video number 1 for all the materials that you need, but also stay tuned because we're gonna walk around this thing and show you what I did. Thanks for joining. Definitely hit the like button. Appreciate you subscribing. This is a brand new channel, and your comments, your likes, and your subscribes will really help the algorithm get this out. So thanks again.
This world's in trouble, you know what we mean. Homesteading is a lifestyle, healthy, wholesome, and green.
Alright, welcome back to the All Green channel. I'm Jimbo, and I'm thankful that you're here. Definitely hit the subscribe button, like button, and comment your thoughts about this video. It helps the YouTube algorithm, helps me grow this channel up to where it needs to be and get the information out that maybe you are looking for. Keep in mind, we're doing a lot more chicken videos very soon, so check out the playlist of chickens. And we're talking about laying chicken, we're talking about meat hens. We're planning to do 40 to 80 next year. We have about 28 to 30 laying hens right now, I believe is the number. And we can talk about eggs. I want to tell you kind of what the process in this last year and a half we've had them and how that's gone, the things that we've learned. So check out that playlist and follow along our journey as a homestead. And we're thankful you're here. Let's talk about water. You need water in the wintertime, right? It can be a pain on the homestead though. We learned this last year. We just recently moved these hens to this area, this new coop inside the lower barn, and it's a bit of a walk from the house, and frankly, we don't have running water inside this barn, so I would have to carry gallons of water each day and fill them up in a different system that I had, and worry about it freezing, worry about coming through 2 foot of snow in northern New York down to the barn and filling up the water. I didn't want to do that. So guess what? This is what we did. We designed this new system. It's a 17-gallon capacity. I don't have to come down in the snow every single day carrying 2 jugs of water. I don't want to do that. I also have, along those same lines, big feeder systems where I don't have to replenish the feed every single day. It holds enough that they can't eat that much. So I'm setting things up, trying to set things up a little bit more efficiently, something that saves my day, time, comfort level, coming down back and forth, moving bags of feed, you get the idea, lots of water. And so I'm gonna walk you around this right now and give you the quick tutorial of the finished product and just briefly describe how I did it. It's real simple, you'll love it. All right, here it is. This is the do-it-yourself watering system. You'll see, I'm going to start from the bottom up. You'll see, in video 1, if you watch, I actually described putting this on a pallet. Well, the pallet was too big and the chickens weren't able to easily access the water valve nipple, so I decided to just use some rounds, some logs that I had, from my firewood processing station, which we'll do some videos on in the future, and set it up that way. Now you also see this green right underneath is actually the old and non-functioning fleece sleeping bag that I had that I wanted to use as an insulation underneath, and that sits right on top. It helps level it, and it helps keep the heat inside and my water heated up longer so it's not running as much electricity. You'll also see this is the big red 17-gallon water bucket, all-purpose bucket that you can get at feed stores. That's what that is. And inside, what I did, and check out video 1, just took a drill bit and drilled the right size hole in. These things, the nipple valves, just screw on. And I didn't mention it in the first video, but you will need an adjustable wrench to make sure that is nice and tight, okay? And all that is if you don't know, is the chickens, they'll peck on that, and the water will come out, feed that little cup, and they'll drink right out of it. Okay, and as we move up, this is an old sleeping pad. This really makes it the do-it-yourself style, right, homesteaders? You guys know what I'm talking about. This is an old sleeping pad that I had from camping. I wasn't using anymore. And again, I wanted to keep the heat in as long as possible. So less electricity, less electric bill, longer and warmer the chickens have their water. So moving on, the bucket that I'm using is the flat style. There's nothing on the handle. This is a handle. There's no ropes or anything that I got to worry about because I wanted this plywood to sit flush, and that's what it is doing, okay? On top of the plywood, I have the bricks. You'll see the brick is on the that cable there, the cord. You'll see the cord goes up into my rafters and then around onto an extension cord to go into the wall. Now, I have the bricks for multi-purpose. I don't want things getting into the water, chickens knocking it over, anything like that. So the added weight keeps the lid down, but it also is keeping this cord at a certain length as it goes down through the hole that I drilled in the middle, and it goes down to my heating element. And the heating element is floating kind of right in the middle of the water towards the bottom of the bucket. And I didn't want it resting on the bucket. I kind of wanted it hanging up like it is there vertically and not resting on the bottom, okay? Just for a safety thing. I don't think I had to do that, but I just wanted to. And so that's what that is. And the only thing I would recommend you do if you replicate this system is don't buy a red bucket. Buy a different color bucket. Yeah, you're probably saying that's kind of a strange recommendation. But one thing I forgot is when you are training chickens and they're getting used to a new system like this, they are attracted to red, all right? And they make these nipple valves red for that reason. They're more curious and they're gonna peck at it and realize that's where they're gonna get water. Now, they will learn this over time. It's going to take them a little bit longer on my system. So I'm keeping other water sources out right now. But luckily, we're still in November. It's not even winter yet. But they will learn faster if you use a different color bucket. So learn from that little tip. And you and your chickens will be happier faster. But that's it, guys. Keep it level. Keep it, just try to think of all the things that I mentioned there when you're putting it into place on yours. Now, a lot of people have smaller coops. This does take up a little bit of space, it's a 17-gallon bucket. But for my purposes in this homestead, it's fantastic. Let's see if she drinks. I think I'm distracting her. Anyways, it works really good. Well, I'm anxious to show you the rest of it, kind of my thoughts on how I've gone. Most of my things in my coop, I have gone through different iterations, and I would love to have you guys follow along. So definitely subscribe and join me on this homesteading journey. We're gonna leave it there. You guys take care, and thanks for joining. Bye-bye.